G'day everyone, welcome to EG's Garage, and today I will be giving you a in-depth tour of my 1988 W126 300 SE vehicle. This particular vehicle I've owned since 2020. So this was sort of during the height of the COVID outbreak here in Sydney, Australia. And so I'll just give you guys a proper in-depth look at the car. For anyone that's looking to purchase a W126, certainly there'll be some good tips to look in terms of what to look for and what to avoid, I suppose, when it comes to buying these cars. So we'll go through that and let's get into it. So here's the engine bay of the 300 SE. As you can see, it's very well kept. I didn't buy it this way. It was very dirty in here, and obviously the hood pad, which is one of the first things that sort of goes with these older Mercedes vehicles, was replaced. That was the first thing I did. But yeah, so when I first bought this vehicle, it was showing signs of that transmission slipping. And rather than run away from the vehicle, because as I said previously, the rest of it is fairly clean. I actually got leverage, got the price reduced. Use it as leverage to get the price reduced, I should say. And yes, unfortunately, within 3 months, that situation was getting worse and worse, and to the point where the dreaded strawberry milkshake situation showed itself in this vehicle, which is essentially the coolant contamination of the transmission fluid. So that really, that was a really quite a serious scenario. Essentially full transmission rebuild and replacement of the radiator as well. But now the car runs absolutely beautifully. So yeah, if you're looking for a 126, particularly a high mileage vehicle, I'd certainly be asking questions around what work has been done to transmission, if any, and certainly whatever you do, check the transmission fluid. If it's not evident that the car's slipping while driving, well, then certainly check the transmission fluid there. To make sure that it's not a cloudy, as the name describes, sort of like a strawberry milkshake colour. It should be, transmission fluid should be, I'm not going to take that out now, but it should be, almost like, it's just red, opaque sort of red colour. So it should be that. Let's move into the interior. What a lovely place to be seated. So this is the rear bench seat of the 300 SE. As you can see, everything is intact and in very good condition. I think you guys will be surprised by how many, what the mileage is in this car. It was clearly kept. By the first owner, it was clearly kept indoors, and they probably rarely had anyone seated in the back seat here. The door cards are in as new condition also. Here we are in the cockpit of the vehicle. As you can see, I bought the vehicle with 292,000 kilometres. This one's, I've put probably just on 3,500 Ks in the last 2 years. The car's by no means a daily driver. It just, I do have it on full registration, but I do use it just a couple of times a week, really. But it really is in such beautiful condition. One of the things, I guess, it's not a big deal, I suppose, if everything else about the car is in good condition. But obviously, I try to buy the best car I can afford. I suppose that's really the best piece of advice I can give to anyone that's looking to buy a classic Mercedes. As you can see, normally with these older cars, it's all pitted and like it's got white specks everywhere, and you know the orange needles have faded. I mean, that one there doesn't look too bad, but as you can see, it's in as new condition. So I love the fact that this car has been so well kept. I've got a dash mat under it, and there is no cracks either. Just show you that quickly. So the dash is in perfect condition. So is all the wood paneling. That's one of the other things that happens in these cars, is obviously heat gets to the wood, and then obviously it starts to peel. But again, all this wood is in just really good condition. You can see the stereo there. The original was in here, obviously didn't work. This brand Continental produce, I suppose, what I call retrofit units. And as you can see, the orange sort of fits in with the overall. It's period correct, I guess is probably what I'm trying to say. It's got Bluetooth, etc. So it's a really good, I suppose, compromise. I didn't want to put a sort of Sony doof system in there, because I don't think my peers would have approved of that. So then, yeah, as you can see, just everything nice and proper and clean, and yeah, there we go, guys. It's this is a beautiful vehicle, 126. Sunroof works perfectly. Moving into the boot now. As you can see, it's again, it's never been any sort of water damage or anything like that. All this in here is in extremely good condition, even down to the underside of the boot lid. It's just flawless. You know, it's really, whoever bought this car, like the original owner of this vehicle, really looked after it. Like that the catch, so clean and original. So while we're here, I should show you this is a major issue for rust on the 126 chassis. It is just about here, and also when you're inspecting one of these 126s, it's just underneath here, the parcel shelf, underneath the parcel shelf. Make sure that it's clean. There's obviously no rust. If there's rust in these areas, guys, you're in for it's a big fix. And I would suggest that there's better examples out there on the marketplace. Try to avoid buying one of these, unless of course you know how to fix them. I personally would avoid any old Mercedes with too much rust. So as you can see, the seals, I'm not sure if these are original or redone, but as you can see, the seals are in perfect condition. And even if you just lift up it's probably not a bad idea to even lift these up here, just to see if there's any sort of dirt or grime. When when you're washing your car, make sure that all these areas get attention in terms of drying, because you just don't want rust developing over time. So here it is. Yes. So this is the boot. The boot lid closes beautifully as well. Nice Mercedes thud. The wheels at some point, that will be a project that I'll delve into at a later stage. But these wheels, that one's not too bad, but the front one, definitely clear coat is peeling on there. It doesn't really look the best, but that will be a job that will get done in the future. So that's the wheels, guys. The old manhole or gully decal, as they're called. I don't think I ever want to change these wheels. They're quite good. We're just driving the 300 SE. This pretty hot Sydney summer day. The roads around my area here are shocking. That's the best way to describe. They're not roads. These roads, they're not roads. They're just I don't know, bits of sand covered with tar, really. But the car does a really good job, I guess, in just trying to soak up as much as it can. It does feel like the car does feel like it's doing its best it can to suck up those potholes and undulations in the road. But, I love the zesty sound of the 6-cylinder in the 126. It's really nice. It's got a lot of get up and go, and it's just a really beautiful car to drive around. The short wheelbase obviously makes it a bit better to drive in a sort of sportier, spirited fashion. As you'll see in upcoming videos, I do own a longer wheelbase S-Class, and by no means that car is designed for let's call it spirited driving, but this is where I think the 6-cylinder has that perfect balance of just being able to drive it in a more sportier way, if you could call this a sports car anyway, but you know what I mean. So there it is, guys. We just it was a short video. I will be bringing you much more content in time to come, and I do certainly hope you like, share and subscribe. As I said, I'll be bringing you a lot more content on the cars I own. Obviously the garages mainly have Mercedes, so definitely appeals to those that like the 3-pointed star. So I hope you can join me on my next video very soon, and thanks for watching.